Welcome to our 18650 Power Bank Showdown. Today's video will be having a further look at 18650 power banks that have been purchased through Temu and Shein. So let's dive into it. Is Yuresh Ramdari. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content. These are our 18650 power banks. Firstly, we're going to dive into how do we power these power banks. All right, so they take 18650 cells. You can have a look on the side. This particular power bank was purchased through Shein or Shein, however you pronounce it. I do not recommend purchasing cells through Shein because the rating on this particular cell was 2000 milliamp hours, and I've used my little calo, or I've used my tester for milliamp. This product was also purchased through Shein. So I use this tester to test milliamp hours, and from these claimed 2000 milliamp hours, I've only managed to get 1200 milliamp hours out of this cell. So I definitely don't recommend purchasing your cells through Shein. And I have disputed this with Shein, and for them to return the cell, I need to pay 80 Rand in shipping, and the cell only costed me 27 Rand. So I paid 27 Rand for the cell, and I need to pay 80 Rand for them to take the cell back and to refund me my money, which is not worth it. So I definitely don't recommend purchasing these cells through Shein. I have looked at other places for these 18650 cells. So at the time when I was looking, Temu did not stock these cells. I have noticed that Temu is now stocking these cells, at least in South Africa. So we can purchase these 18650 cells, but I have not purchased currently because the price is 77 Rand per cell, which I think is a bit steep. I've purchased other 18650 cells that are Chinese. And these brands include Ultrafire and Rakita and Andal. So these cells are in these two power banks. So I cannot show you, unfortunately, because these power banks, once they close, they shut sealed. You got to pry it open, which ends up damaging the clips. So those cells have tested below. I remember one that was max day. Its testing was it claimed 4000 milliamp hours. When you do it with the test, we're only getting 1200 milliamp hours. The Andals were under 1000 milliamp hours, as well as the Ultrafires. The Rakita cells tested 1200 milliamp hours. So I have tested two types of Rakita cells, gold and purple. So they both gave the acclaimed 1000, 1200 amp hour. The manufacturer claimed 4000 milliamp hours, which isn't true. So stay away from Chinese 18650 cells. So you may ask, where do we purchase these 18650 cells from? So in South Africa, there is another e-commerce site that's named as Takealot. So it works like Amazon. So you can purchase different items from there. So I did have a look at Takealot, and the pricing wasn't too bad. But the issue that I had on Takealot is that they are fake cells. So on the description, they state that they are Samsung cells or they're LG cells. But when you look at the reviews, and other people have done testings on the machines, they don't meet up to that specification. So what's being happened is there are fake cells being sold on Takealot and other e-commerce sites. So you need to be careful where you purchase your cells from. Then when I look at other local places, battery shops in South Africa, there's one in Joburg and Durban that seem reputable. So I have looked on there, and the Samsung cells are quite pricey. Also, that particular shop is not open on a Saturday or Sunday, Monday to Friday, and with work, I cannot make it to purchase cells from there. And the online price, you can purchase a few extra cells with the online or with the price for delivery. I ask, where have I purchased my 18650 power cells from in South Africa? So my cells that I have purchased have come from these power packs. So this first power pack I've purchased from Leroy Merlin, the Dexter power pack. So these power packs are used to power other hardware tools, for example, drills, angle grinders, that sort of thing. So this power pack was on clearance for 190 Rand. Now this power pack is powered by Samsung cells. So 190 Rand, I've purchased this power pack. It was on clearance, and they've got Samsung cells, and they came with a 2-year warranty. Right. Well, obviously the warranty is void because I'm not using it as per the warranty description. So I have opened this out. So this is an empty pack, if you can hear. So at the moment, it's got its BMS in it. So I've opened up the power packs and I've taken out the cells. So I've gotten 4 cells, Samsung cells, 1,500 milliamp hour for 190 Rand for 4. Then my second power packs that I have purchased, I got it on clearance again. This was purchased from Checkers or Checkers Hyper. So this is a Schultz battery pack, and these are also 1,500 milliamp hour cells in here. And I purchased 50 Rand on clearance. So it was on clearance. It's old stock. It's from 2021 and 2020. We are now in 2024. So, but they were never used. They're still brand new cells. So these were the brand EV. And again, okay, these there's no warranty, but they're Schultz battery packs. So here I got 5. So in this, I got 5 18650 cells, which worked out 10 Rand a piece. So 10 Rand for EV brand cells. And from what I've researched, these EV brand cells, or this company makes cells for electric cars. So I don't think it is cheap. I think it's for quality purposes. I think money-wise, it worked out pretty evenly, or it worked out pretty well. Comment section below, please let me know if this was a good purchase or not for 18650 cells. If you know of other places where I can get genuine 18650 cells at a reasonable price, please let me know in the comment section below. Now we're going to dive into our 18650 power banks. So on this side, we have our power banks that have been purchased through Shein. And on this side, power banks that have been purchased through Temu. Okay, so let's start off with the power banks that have been purchased from Shein. Okay, so this power bank, paid 110 Rand for this power bank. At the time when I was purchasing, I had no idea about Temu. So I overpaid because I didn't know what Temu was selling power banks for, but I paid 110 Rand. So what is special about this power bank? It is very easy to remove the cells. It just pops open like that. And there are your cells. Whereas these other power banks, once they seal, it is very difficult to open them up again. Because when you do, you break clips. And once the clips break, they no longer seal again. So you can think of them as almost as once-off uses. Once you put your cells in, they don't come out. Whereas this power bank, as you can see, very easy to open and look at all the cells and take them out and interchange, right? So I've got 2 of them. So I'm just going to open them up. And as you can see, this one here has our Samsung cells, and this one here has our EV cells. Power bank, it does have an indication of power level. It has 2 USB ports, and it has a micro USB port. So the micro USB port, you could definitely have a Type-C port. So I think that's a bit outdated. It does not support fast charging. So it does take a while to charge your phone if you have a newer smartphone. In my case, I'm using my Nokia 8 Sirocco. So that phone is about 7 years old now. It doesn't, okay, the fast charging that it does support, it can charge via this. But if you've got a new phone, the new fast charging, it does not support it. So it will take a long time to charge your phone. Next, power bank. These power banks take 3 18650 cells. They have an indicator for battery life. They have 3 USB fittings, and they charge via a micro USB. Again, outdated. So these power banks I have purchased from Shein, and at the time I paid 30 Rand for these power banks. So they were very cost effective, but please note they don't support fast charging. Our next power bank. So this power bank, also from Shein, paid 20 Rand for this power bank. It can house two 18650 cells. It does not support fast charging. It's got no light or no battery indicator. When the battery is low, it will flash a red light, but there's no button or anything on it. It's a very simple design. This I did not purchase for cell phones. I would use this. I was not in use currently, but my purpose for this item is to use it for other projects. Okay, we are now on to our Temu section of our power banks. This power bank from Temu houses 8 cells. So with this power bank, it does have a battery indicator. So it tells us battery level in percent. So our other cells, they skip from 25, 50, and so on. They go 25% at a time. This one gives us battery percentage, and it has 2 USB ports and 2 charging ports. Now, the charging ports are interesting. It's got a micro USB and a Type-C. So this is really cool. It supports both. So you don't have to worry about cables because it supports both of them. The only thing is it cannot fast charge. So it cannot fast charge a device, and it cannot be fast charged. So if you put a fast charger in here to charge this power bank, it will not charge it. So you got to charge it based on a slow charge. It does have 2 lights. Overall, it depends on your purpose. But if you want it for charging your smartphone, not recommended. It'll take a very long time. The next power bank from Temu. Now, at the time, this power bank was cheaper than this power bank. They are both 8-cell power banks sold by the same company on Temu. So this one I paid 140 Rand for, and this one was 112 Rand. So I only have one. If I knew this at the time, I would have purchased more as opposed to purchasing the more expensive one. My impressions on the video from Temu is that this was of a cheaper quality, but only to find out that it's actually built a lot stronger. So if you feel this or you try and bend it or push down to try and make it to flex, it's very difficult, where this is not as solid as the white power bank. And it was at a cheaper price. So this power bank, again, it's got a battery percentage. So first it'll flash 100, then go to the actual percentage, right, which you can see is 56. It's got 2 USB ports. It's got 2 micro USB ports. So this is where it differs. It's a harder shell on the outside as compared to the black power bank has a micro USB and a Type-C port, whereas this power bank has 2 micro USB ports, which I do not like. I would have preferred a Type-C and a micro USB. It would help for with cables. It does not fast charge. Our next power bank. This power bank is my favorite in terms of functions. It is a 5-cell power bank, unfortunately. You push a button on the side, it gives you battery percentage as well as out and in. It's got 3 ports to charge the power bank. Okay, so our ports, it has a micro USB, a Type-C port, as well as another port which I am not too sure. I have never used that port before. So this power bank can be charged with a standard 5-volt supply, can be charged with a 9-volt supply, and a 12-volt supply. So the board will actually switch between the different voltages depending on what you charge it with, as well as output. So this does support fast charging. So if you're going to buy a power bank, I would suggest you spend a bit more money and you purchase the one that does support fast charging if you want it for your cell phone, right? If you've got a smartphone, you want it for your phone, then purchase this one. It depends on your functions and what you want to do with the power banks. This power bank was the most expensive. I paid 210 Rand for this power bank, but it only houses 5 cells. So on Temu, you have different options of this power bank. You can purchase a standard one for 5 volts, does not support fast charging, which is a lot cheaper. At the time, it was 130 Rand. You can purchase this version, or you can purchase other versions higher. So the next version that was considered a high spec to this supported wireless charging. And then there was another version that supported fast wireless charging. So it depends on your needs. They do have different options available on Temu. So I would definitely say that it is a good purchase to have. Again, it's got two USB ports. So these USB ports support fast charging as well. And again, that varies from 5 volts, 9 volts, and 12 volts. So you can output at those voltages as well. Now, whether that works at 12 volts, I am not sure. I have not tested that function on this power bank, but I do know that it does support fast charging. So if you have a look at these two power banks, we push the power button on them. You can see the one got like scratch marks on it. So the one that got scratches came from the factory, but defective. You could not see any information here. It had a layer of some type of material on it. And the only way that I got to actually listen is by scratching it out. I could not remove the board in it when it was open. So I had to scratch and then it removed that layer. So now you can actually see the battery percentage. So what is nice about working through Temu is that I did dispute this with them, and they gave me a refund on the item because of that defect that was on it. Working through Temu and Shein with customer service, I prefer Temu over Shein because just for the fact of this product that it came defective, Temu resolved the issue. They refunded me on the product, and I didn't have to pay any sort of costs to do that. It was a free thing. I just submitted my claim. I put the description of what was wrong. I put a picture, and they reviewed that and gave me a refund for the product. If you compare it with Shein, for me to dispute my claim with them, I need to submit the information. I needed a fee, right? That fee of 80 Rand, but the product only cost me 27 Rand. Doesn't make any sense. So in terms of customer service, I prefer Temu. Please note that this review that I'm doing, I am doing with power banks that I have purchased and I have used. So this is an honest review of my experiences with these products and how they work. If you have any other experiences that you'd like to comment on or let me know, please drop it down below in the comment section. I have noticed that on Shein and Temu, products tend to change up quite a lot. Some products get discontinued, then they come back, or they're out of stock, and then they restock the items. So products do change a lot. So if you struggle to find any of these products, I'll say give it some time, because I know with these 20 Rand and 30 Rand power banks, they have been taken down and they get put up quite a lot because they tend to get sold. I mean, for the price point, they're really cost effective. I would definitely recommend that you look at your need and you look at the price point for these products, because the prices vary quite a lot from Temu and from Shein. So depending on your need, look at what your need is and purchase a power bank. For example, if you're just purchasing a power bank because you want to charge your phone and you have a smartphone, then these power banks take too long. They may be not for you. Maybe you need to consider purchasing a power bank that supports fast charging. If you're looking at power banks for projects, these could work for maybe an external battery or whatever you want to do, or you want the board or that sort of thing. These power banks, they're very cost effective on this side. If you want to interchange or even need a charger, I mean, this works well. You can charge your power bank. You can take out the cells. You can use the cells, put the cells back in and charge the cells. So depending on your functions for these power banks, they can be very useful. Okay. If you have made it to the end of this video, I would like to thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment down below. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up and please subscribe so you don't miss any of our future content. End of our power bank showdown.